Please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering concepts. In this video lecture, I will explain you design of cantilever slab building by using ETABS software. So this is my cantilever slab building which is consisting of G plus 9 stories which is equals to 10 slabs building. So I will explain you how to model this respected cantilever slab building and how to design this respected cantilever slab building by using ETABS software. So in this video tutorial, I will cover the concept which is related to the modeling part and analysis part by using ETABS software. Okay, so initially we need to click on ETABS software. The software will be open here like this. So initially we need to click on new model option here. So the initialization option will be open here like this. Initially we need to click on user building settings. So it will be consisting of display units and steel section as per Indian standard system 800 code and the concrete design code as per IS 456 2000 code. So click on OK option. So after that it will open your respected grid dimensions data, story dimensions data here like this. So initially we need to assume the number of lines in x direction distance. So here I am assuming number of lines will be consisting of 5 here. Again we have to assume the number of lines in y direction distance. Just I am considering it as 8. So after that we have to take the spacing in x direction as well as spacing in y direction. This time randomly assuming it as 3 meter 3 meter. So after that we have to assume the story data. So here I am entering the number of stories will be of 10. So after that we have to click on grid only option. So click on OK. Now the software will be open here like this. So it will be consisting of your windows like this, which is consisting of plan view, and this is the 3D view, and these are options which is related to your respected ETABS software. After importing the grid lines, initially we need to add the material properties. So material properties is nothing but the grade of the concrete and grade of the steel. So for that, click on define option. Click on material properties. Initially we need to add new material. So here I am selecting as per Indian standard system and M30 grade concrete. Click on OK. So after that we have to click on OK option. Now here again we have to add the new material which is related to the steel reinforcement section. So click on add new material and we have to select the steel here and Indian. Click on OK. So after that we have to modify this respected data as per your considerations. This time taking this respected value is 500. So after that we have to click on design property data. So here I am taking this respected value is 500, this is 500 and this is 500, this is 500. Click on OK option. So after that we have to click on OK. Click on OK. So after defining the material properties, we need to define the beam section and column sections and slab thickness. So for this respected cantilever slab building, just I am assuming column section will be consisting of 0.5 cross 0.23 and beam section just I am taking it as 0.3 cross 0.23. So for that initially we need to click on define option, section properties, click on frame sections. So initially we need to delete all your respected multiple property. Click on multiple data. So here I am selecting all these respected numbers for this respected structure. So click on delete frames. So click on OK. So it will add your respected 2 numbers like this. So after adding our requirement, we will delete these respected options. So for that initially we need to click on add new property. So it will be consisting of your respected concrete design section, steel design section, steel composite sections and special sections like this. So here initially I am adding the rectangular section. So initially we need to give the column name. This time taking column name is 0.5 cross 0.35. So here I am selecting this respective property is M30 grade concrete. So after that we have to enter the depth. Just I am taking it as 500. This respected value will be of 350. So here we have to select the column reinforcement details. So for that initially we need to click on modify show, select the column section. Again we have to select the rectangular section. So here I am assuming the clear cover is 40 and longitudinal bars which is comes under your 3 number of bars. If you want to edit this respected bars, you can edit here like this. So after that we have to take the longitudinal bars and corner bars. So here I am taking the longitudinal bars will be considered under your 16 mm. Confinemental bar just I am considering it as 10 mm. Click on OK. So after that click on OK. Now we have to delete this respected property. Click on delete multiple options. Select these 2 properties. Click on delete. OK. So after that we have to add the beam section. So again click on add new property, rectangular section. So here I am assuming the beam section which is related to 0.35 cross 0.35. So here I am selecting the material is M30 grade. Again I am selecting this respected value is 350 and this is 350. Now we have to click on the reinforcement section and we have to select the M3 design for the beam sections only. Click on OK, click on OK. So after adding the beam sections, column section, we need to add the slab thickness. So go to define option, section properties, click on slab thickness. initially we need to add the new slab section. Just I am considering this respective slab section will be consisting of 150 mm under the slab material of M30 grade, and this as we need to select the modeling type as membrane section, and you have to edit this respective thickness as 150 mm. So after that click on OK option. So it will define your respective slab section. So after that we have to delete the plank section as well as your respected property of slab 1. Select plank 1, delete 1. So after defining the property, we need to assign those respective properties for this building. So for that we have to select this one story option to all stories option initially. So here I am selecting this respected beam sections property, and we have to change the property from the column to beam here. So we have to drag to the respected model here like this. So it will assign your respected property of your beams for the 2D view and 3D view like this. So after that we have to select the I sections, and we have to select the property name as column. So here I am selecting all the respected property like this. So it will assign your respected column sections like this. So after assigning the beams and columns, we need to assign the slab sections. So for that initially we need to select the slab. So here we have to select the property name as S150, and we have to drag to the respected 2D model. So it will assign your respected slab for the building like this. So after assigning the slab, so we need to delete all the property at the base for this respective structure. So for that initially we need to go to select option, stories. So here I am selecting the base, click on select, close option. So click on delete option. So it will delete all your property at the base for this respective structure. So after deleting all the properties, initially we need to make this respected model to cantilever slab building. So for that initially we need to go to first story. So here we have to select the one story option. So in this we need to select all unnecessary things for making the cantilever slab building section. So here I am selecting this respected property till the 5th number, click on delete property. Again go to one more story which is related to your respected section. Again we have to select all the properties. So click on delete option. Again I am going to one more section. Again go to select your respective property, click on delete properties here. So again in the same way just I am going to the story number 4. Select the property. In the same way we have to delete all the properties which is related to the remaining stories. So after that we have to delete all the column sections for the respected story number 7. So here I am selecting the column sections here for these respected members. So click on delete option. So it will delete all your respective properties like this. So after that we have to click on 3D view. So click on 3D view option here. So this is a 3D view for this respected building. Again we have to click on plan view. So click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to see this respected model in rendering view process. So click on right mark option. Click on object to fill, extrude shells, extrude frames, apply to all windows, click on apply, click on OK. So this is the cantilever slab building for this respected structure. So I will show you this respected model by rotating process. So after modeling process is completed, we need to apply the load cases for this respective structure. So initially we need to define the load cases which is related to the dead loading condition, live loading condition, seismic loading condition and wind loading condition. So for that go to define option, click on loading pattern. So it will define your respected dead loading, live loading like this. So initially I am adding earthquake load which is in X condition, and we have to select the seismic load. So as per the IS codal provision we need to add. So click on add property. Again we have to add in Y direction condition, click on add. Now we have to select the wind load which is in X condition, and we have to select the type as wind load. So as per IS codal provision we need to select this respected value. So click on add. Again I am adding the value as in Y direction condition, click on add new property. So after adding the property we need to modify the section which is related to your respected earthquake load X direction Y condition and wind load X, wind load Z as per the considerations. So here I am selecting the earthquake load which is in X direction condition. Click on modify lateral load. So here I am selecting the direction only in X condition which is related to your high seismic zoning condition having the factor as 0.36. Click on OK. Again I am selecting Y direction, click on modify. Now here we have to select in Y direction condition and seismic coefficient value will be 0.36 and click on OK. So after that we have to select the wind load which is in X condition system, modify lateral load. So here we have to assume the wind speed and terrain category, and the remaining factors I will keep it as 1, 1. So after that we have to enter the extrusion direction angle is 0 for X axis. Click on OK. So after that we have to define the wind load in Y direction condition, modify it and 44 this, and terrain category will be of 4, and modify show property with angle as 90. Click on OK. So click on OK. So after defining these respective load cases, we need to apply those respective load cases for this respective structure. So for that, initially we need to apply the dead load for this building. So for that, initially I am selecting all the building. So go to assign option, select to joint loads, select the forces. So here we have to click on add existing load condition. So initially we need to add the self weight for this respective structure by providing the nodal load at each and individual joint. Click on apply option, click on OK. So after that we have to select the dead load for the beam section. So for adding the dead load for the beam section, so initially we need to calculate the intensity as per the dimensions of the column and the dimensions of the beam. So here I am taking the beam dimension 0.35 cross 0.35, which is multiplied by 25, so it will get the value of 3.0625. So for assigning the dead load for the beams, initially we need to go to select property, frame sections. Initially I am selecting beam here, click on select option, close, go to assign frame line load, select it as distributed load, and click on add to existing load, which is comes under your respective load of 3.0625. So click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to assign the column dead load for this respected building. So further go to select option, property, frame sections, select column here, select option, close option. So initially we need to calculate the intensity of your respected dead load for the column. So we need to multiply the dimensions with 25, so it will get the value of 6.25. Go to assign shell area, frame line load, distributed load, add to existing load. So this respective intensity will be of 6.25. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the dead load for the slab section. So here I am taking 0.15 multiplied by 25, so it will get the value of 3.75. Go to select option, property, slab section, select S150, select close. Go to assign shell area load, uniform. So here we have to click on add to existing load with intensity of 3.75. So here I am taking it as 3.75. Click on add to existing load, click on apply, click on OK. So after applying the dead loading condition, we need to apply the live load. So for that, initially we need to select the slab section. So here I am selecting previous section by slab sections. Go to assign shell area load, uniform shell. So here we have to change the dead loading condition to live loading condition, and just I am considering it as 3 kilonewton per meter square. Click on apply, click on OK. So after applying the live load, we need to apply the seismic loading condition. So for that, initially we need to select all the building. Go to assign option, shell area load, uniform shell. So here we have to select the earthquake load X condition. Click on add to existing loads. So here we have to select the earthquake load, which is 50% of the live loading condition, and which is equals to 3/2, which is equals to 1.5 in global X direction. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the earthquake load, which is in Y condition. This is also 50% of the live loading condition. So initially we need to select all the building. Go to assign option, shell area load, uniform. Again we have to select in Y direction condition, add to existing loads, global Y. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the wind loading condition. So for that also again we have to select all the building. Go to assign option. Again we have to select the shell area load, wind to pressure coefficient, which is having intensity of 0.86. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the respected wind load in Y direction condition. So for that initially we need to select all the building again. Go to assign again, shell area load again, wind to pressure coefficient again in Y direction condition. Click on apply, click on OK. So after assigning these respective load cases, we need to apply the supports at the base for this respective structure. So for that initially we need to go to ground story, and you have to change the property to 1 story option. Select all the node points at the base here like this. Go to assign. So here we have to select the joints, select it as restraints, select the fixed supports, click on apply, click on OK. So after applying the load cases, we need to generate the load combinations by using ETAP software. So for that, go to define option here, select the load combinations option. So click on add design default combinations as per the concrete frame design considerations. Click on OK. So it will add your respected combinations like this. Click on OK option. So after that we have to analyze this respective structure. So for that initially we need to check this respective structure for errors. So for that go to analyze, check model. So initially we need to click on the joint checks option. Click on OK. So it will check for any errors. So it is showing the model has been checked, no warning messages. So after that we have to do the analysis. go to analyze option. So click on set load cases to run. So initially we need to click on run now option. So it will do your analysis process. So this is the deflection of the building after analysis process. Click on start animation option. So this is the deflection of the building due to presence of your respected dead loading condition. You can change the deflection diagram as per your load considerations. So after that we have to check the shear force diagram, bending moment diagram for this respected structure. So go to display option. So select forces, stresses, select frame spandrella forces, select shear to 2, click on apply. So this is the shear force diagram for this respected structure. So click on moment 2 option, click on apply. So this is the moment 2 diagram. Moment 3 select, click on apply. So this is the bending moment diagram. The bending moment diagram is higher in case of this respected cantilever slab section than the ground story section due to presence of higher amount of the load cases at the top section. So click on shear 3, click on apply. So this is the shear force diagram. So after checking this respected values of shear force diagram, bending moment diagram, so after that we have to select any one of the combination. So here I am selecting combination 1, click on shear 2, click on apply. So this is the shear force diagram. Moment 3, click on apply. This is the bending moment diagram. So click on shear 3 diagram, click on apply, click on OK option. So this is the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for this respected structure. So in my upcoming video I will explain you how to design this respected structure of cantilever slab building, which is consisting of G plus 10 story building by using ETABS software. So if you have any queries about the modeling part and analysis part by using ETABS software part 1, please text me your questions in the below comment box. I will try to give the answer for the respected questions. Thank you.